talking about choosing love over fear and being willing to risk in love. Today, society, everybody is a big chicken about love. They are terrified of getting hurt and in pain, and that's a natural human response, except for the fact that protecting yourself from pain by never engaging in a relationship doesn't actually keep you from pain. It actually keeps you locked in pain. I found in my own life that whatever decisions I do out of fear of pain literally drives me to that pain. If you are choosing fear to drive your life, it will end up taking you to the very thing that you are wanting to avoid. And so I want to talk about how to posture yourself in dating because it's not supposed to all be about self-protection. Now, obviously, you want to be wise. You don't just want to throw your heart out to any random stranger who's walking by. But you don't want to live so locked off and blocked off from love that you actually never even have the chance to get hurt. I know that sounds nice. In a perfect world, no one wants to get hurt. But if you never get hurt, that means you're never actually getting to experience love. You can't choose which feelings you shut down and which feelings you keep alive. So if you shut down pain, you also shut down joy and hope and love. When I was dating my husband, one of the things that we did is we actually decided that the goal of our relationship wasn't to get married, wasn't to avoid breaking up. The goal of our relationship was to learn how to love each other well and to learn how to receive love well. And we knew that if we loved each other well and we received love well, that even if things ended, that our lives would both be better from that. That we would actually become more whole. Like my goal was, I want that if I date Justin and I don't marry him, that his wife would want to thank me for what I added to it. And he did the same thing. So whenever we had fear come up in our relationship, our goal was we want to choose love over fear. We don't want our relationship run by fear. So we would constantly choose love over and over and over again because that was the thing that mattered most importantly to us. And actually, by positioning ourselves in that way, it protected us from pain. But it didn't protect us from pain because we were hiding from pain. It protected us from pain because actually learning to love well and receive love well is way more safe than never letting your heart be touched by love at all. It's so easy to think that if we just never put ourselves out there, that it'll never hurt. But I find that after working with tons of people, you get just as hurt by staying locked away. And so I would say that one of the things I've learned the most is if you can decide that breakups aren't the end of the world. Like breakups don't mean you're actually bad. I have this guy friend and he was 30 when he got married, but on that journey, whenever somebody broke up with him, he would be thankful. And I remember thinking, that's not a normal response. And he would be like, oh my gosh, perfect. They know that we're not the right fit. That feels so much easier. Now I don't have to figure out if we're the right fit. He literally took it not personal at all, which was shocking to me as a woman because I took everything personal when I was going on the journey. And so for me, as I changed my mindset that breakups didn't mean that I am a horrible person. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me. It doesn't mean that I will never find love. It doesn't mean that I'm broken. Like if you think relationships are telling you like a breakup means all of that, who would want to date? Because that's super painful. But if you can actually see that I can risk and I can love and I can be loved, and if it doesn't work out, that doesn't actually mean that I'm bad. Actually, if it doesn't work out, I'm proud of myself for facing fears. I find that people who are running after fear in relationship end up feeling proud of themselves no matter how it turns out because they're like, I was courageous. I had a voice. I pushed past this fear. I shared this vulnerability. I let someone see me. And they end up being proud that they made a good choice more than feeling pain that it didn't work out the exact same way that they wanted it to. So this would be my challenge for you is to, whether you're in a relationship or not, to look at one thing in relationship that scares you. Either like, oh, it would scare me to have an opinion about where to go to eat tonight, or it would scare me to tell my friend that she's actually hurting my feelings, or it would scare me to say hi to that guy that I think is cute. Like find one area that you have fear and run after it. Because the Bible says perfect love casts out fear. So anytime that we run after fear, we are actually inviting love to take its place.